Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about everything going on in Minneapolis and around the world right now with George Floyd and so many others. I think it is very important, no matter how small or how big your platform is, to use your platform to spread awareness and talk about what is going on right now in the world. I believe it is super important. Like, I can't even express that enough. Whether or not you are using your platform to become an influencer or whatever, I think no matter what, if you have some sort of platform and you are not talking about what is going on, honestly, it's disgusting. I don't know how you could just sit there and not react. I'm gonna say again, it is so important, no matter how big or small your platform is, to please use it and spread awareness and talk about what is going on, because it's truly disgusting. I'm going to be leaving the GoFundMe and as well as the petition for justice for George Floyd down below. So any donation, please sign the petition. You may think that you yourself can't make a change, but I promise you every single bit of support, communication about what is going on truly does make a difference. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's Dev and Kelsey here, back at it again with another video. If you can't tell by the title, and I'm also wearing my handy dandy apron, today we are going to be doing something very fun. I'm really excited. I finally got my old cupcake decorating book from my mom's house, and I was flipping through it, and I thought it would be fun to try to maybe recreate 2 of the cupcakes that are in here. I'm thinking of maybe like making this a series. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I love to cook and to bake and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, I'm gonna pick 2 out of the book and we are gonna do them today. The ones that I have chosen to do are, we are gonna be doing this rubber ducky, and we are going to be making these cute, adorable little like monster cupcakes. So this could either be a super big success or a fail. I like to think that I'm like decently okay at decorating. This is what I used to want to do as a career. Like, I wanted to be cake boss. So, but I thought this would be fun, something to do. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. I need to make the cupcakes, so we are gonna go and do that quick. I'm just gonna time lapse through that quick and just using box cupcakes. So let's speed through the cupcake making very quick. So I forgot to put a timer on the cupcakes. They're looking a little golden. That's okay. Oh well, I think they'll still work. They'll still taste fine. But that was like, oh my god, what? Okay, so as you guys saw, the cupcakes are a little golden. That's okay though. I think they're still gonna taste okay. I probably will test one. While we're waiting on the cupcakes to cool, I'm going to go ahead and start making some homemade buttercream frosting. I thought it would be fun to make our own homemade icing, and I love buttercream, so I thought, why not? I will link the recipe down below of what recipe I'm following for my buttercream icing. To make the buttercream icing, you are going to need icing sugar, vanilla, room temperature butter, milk, and then food coloring if you want to change the color of the icing. So I'm going to go ahead and make up the buttercream very quickly. I'm going to time lapse through it, and then I will let you guys know all the measurements and everything on the side of the screen. Okay, you guys, so I got the icing done, and I'm gonna put my finger in it because it's just me and Terrence eating it, and my fingers are clean. But wow, I will never buy, like, I think it's Betty Crocker, like that stuff's pretty good, but wow, I will never buy store-bought icing again. I don't know why I wasn't just like making this from the beginning. It does kind of hurt your hand after a little while, but I'd say it's worth it. It tastes so good. I wish you guys could taste it. I'm gonna set this in the fridge, and we are going to start chopping up all the items that we are gonna need to decorate our cupcakes. I'm super excited. Okay, you guys, so the cupcakes are basically ready to go. They're quite cool. Icing is done. All we have to do is color the icing when we are ready for it. Now we need to get all the toppings and the things that we need to actually decorate the, what's it called? The cupcakes. We'll start with doing the ducks first. I think we'll cut up all the stuff we need for the ducks just because I feel like it's more items. So, here we have the instructions. It tells you what the head is made out of, the tail, different ways you could ice it. There's like a dipping method on how to dip it if you are going to dip it. I think we are just going to do the frosting method like this. We're gonna need Timbits. I already went to Tim Hortons earlier and I got the Timbits that I needed. I just got old-fashioned glazed, or you could get old-fashioned plain. It really doesn't matter. Need some Starburst. The reason why is because that is how you are gonna form the beak for the duck. You're just gonna kind of melt down the Starburst, probably put it in the microwave, I'd say for 10-15 seconds, and then you're just gonna mold the shape of the actual beak. And then for the eyes, I have like a bunch of little M&Ms, and I was thinking we could do blue ones, blue eyes, because I think that would be cute. And then for the tail, you use marshmallows, and then you cut the marshmallow diagonally in half, and that should create your tail. That's what the picture says. Like this. See? That's a marshmallow. So, we are gonna just get everything we need ready. The Timbits stay the way they are, so that's perfect. Those can just be set aside. We're gonna need to cut up some marshmallows. So, you're literally just gonna wanna like cut them like this diagonally. And then they'll sit on the cupcake like that as a tail. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't want to get my hopes up too quick, just because I know this is probably gonna fail miserably by the end of it. Let's hope not though. I'm gonna try to be confident. So now we have all of our little tails in a pile. There we go. Then we're gonna need to grab some orange Starburst. I'm just gonna start unpeeling all these. So I'm just gonna set these in the microwave for probably 10 seconds. Okay, you guys, so I took them out of the microwave at 7 seconds, and you can tell like I can squish them very easily. And that's what you want, so then you can mold it into a beak. We're gonna go and start molding these guys, which I feel like will probably be the part that's gonna look the worst. It's not that hard. So I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm just cutting one Starburst in half, and then I'm gonna cut it again into like fourths, and then I'm gonna use 1/4 of the Starburst and kind of form it into almost like a candy corn shape. I think that's the best method. I'm just gonna go do that for both of them. Like candy corn, but round the tip of the candy corn a bit more than you would, if that makes sense. Squish them together. So then, kind of like that. I don't know, it works. I don't know how good it looks. I think the bottom one might have a little too much starburst on it. Once I am satisfied with the shape of the beak, I'm just gonna lay it down on the cutting board for now. And then I will be putting them in the fridge or the freezer. Actually, I'm gonna put them in the freezer so then they can firm up again very nicely so that when I'm working with them, they aren't super soft. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make up a bunch of little beaks. So obviously on the end here, it's really messy, but once they firm up again, I'm gonna go in and kind of cut it and trim it just to make it look nice. But I just want an area where I can hold on to it. Okay guys, so I got a bunch of little beaks done. That took a little longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. I'm gonna put them on a separate little cutting board, and then I'm going to actually just put them in the fridge, not the freezer, just because I noticed the ones that I started are already firming quite nicely on their own. So I'm just gonna go put them in the fridge just to kind of keep them cool. Okay guys, so I have the beaks in the fridge and they're just chilling out. And I took the icing out of the fridge and I just put some into a separate bowl. And then I have the leftover here. I might need more eventually, but I just took what I think I might need for now. So I have this in a separate bowl and I'm just gonna start coloring it yellow. Alright, so that's what we're working with. It's definitely yellow. I don't feel like it looks more yellow in person than it does on camera. I was thinking, while I was like looking at everything to decide how to assemble this, if you look at the picture, the beak is attached to the timbit part of it. So like the timbit sits at the front, marshmallow on the back. So what I'm thinking is I need to cut a hole into the timbits, just the little one, so that I'm able to kind of like stick the beak in there. Otherwise, I don't think it's just gonna stick to the outside of the timbit. We are just gonna kind of, so I'm grabbing a straw. I'm hoping that's gonna work, and I'm just gonna kind of stick it in. Yeah, that works. I'm also trying to find like the flattest part of the timbit because that will sit easiest on the cupcake. See, like that's already able to balance on its own, so it'll make it a lot easier for when I actually do go and add icing and everything like that. Okay, so I got all the timbits now poked. So now I think it's time to assemble, which I'm a little scared about. Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to probably ice the actual cupcake first. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna put tons on. Just enough to lightly coat. And then you also kind of want to make sure the edges are coated, just so that you don't see the edge of the cupcake. I think that's the best way to start it, is just to ice it like a normal cupcake. So that's what I went ahead and did. And I'm kind of just making sure there's a decent amount at the front of the cupcake, where we'll be putting the head, and a decent amount at the back. I'm gonna say more at the head area just because the timbit is a bit heavier. So that's kind of what I've got going on now. So I'm gonna go and grab the Starbursts out of the fridge. Okay, so I have all the Starbursts here. They're so cute. I think now what I want to do is put the tail on, so then that way I'm able to start icing. So it's gonna go on like this. So the sticky part will be facing towards the head of where you cut. Okay, so there we got our tail on. Start icing it with the tail on. I'm gonna have to set it down, but I'm just gonna start applying icing over top of the marshmallow to kind of blend it into the cupcake. So much concentration. Okay, so You can like barely see that, it's so hard. But I have the icing now covering the marshmallow. And I'm gonna just start to kind of like flick the icing out. Okay, so now that we have the tail on, I'm gonna go ahead and place the head on. Okay. So I'm just gonna place the head on top. Just like that. It looks so cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited it's coming together. Okay. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing I did, but with the Timbit. I'm gonna have to set it down. But I'm doing the exact same thing, you guys. Just kind of gluing the Timbit with the ice. Every time I try to like fix it, I'm just taking the icing off the Timbit. No, maybe I shouldn't have got glazed. Maybe that would have been easier, but what do you think? We're getting there. I feel like once I put the face on, it'll all come together. It looks a little creepy right now. So I'm gonna apply the eyes. Oh my god! Okay, you guys, I think it's done. So that means we are gonna do a nice close-up of this bad boy. It is quite an adorable duckling, I must say. It looks so cute. I'm probably gonna have to put it in the fridge just so the icing can harden up a little bit and everything stays in place. But I'm going to now show you guys what this looks like, and then we're gonna move on to the monster cupcakes, which will probably be a bit easier to do.
Yo, this shit OP.
Definitely does not live up to the expectations of the picture. Like, this is what the picture looks like. But come on guys, it's still pretty cute. Like, I think I did a pretty good job. I feel like the blue eyes are a little creepy, but I don't have any brown M&Ms, so nothing we can do about it. I feel like blue's better than red eye or something like that. So yeah, we are gonna move on to the monster cupcake now. Okay guys, so we are gonna move on to the monster cupcakes now. I'm just gonna flip through it and find it in the book. So this is what we are going to be doing. These like monster cupcakes. And they're quite easy. You will need a piping bag, which when I moved, I left all my piping bags at my mom's house. So if you don't have piping bags, you can use Ziploc bags. And we are going to put icing into each one. And then we are going to color each one a different color. And I'm thinking then we're gonna like put like swirl lines all over, like every which way, kind of like this one here. This one looks super tall. I think they put a mini cupcake on top, which maybe we'll like cut one of the other cupcakes and, you know what I mean? Try to like make our own mini cupcake. Just cut the bottom of the cupcake off like that. And then I'm gonna place it on top. Yeah, okay, that works. So that's what we are gonna do instead of having a mini cupcake. Of course, you can go and make mini cupcakes, but I don't wanna make more cupcakes. So we're improvising. Just gonna grab some white icing, because I don't really care what color it is, and put it on the top. Or just ice this cupcake in general. So we ice that. I'm gonna put a little bit of icing on the bottom. It's so hard to ice crumble cake. Like, so hard. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. So I just put a bit of icing on the bottom, and then I'm just going to stick that right on top of the cupcake, and then hopefully, yeah, it's stuck there. And then I'm just gonna grab a little more icing and then put a bit on top and on the sides. Just kind of like a crumb coat, not lots. you guys are wondering, a crumb coat is basically just a very light coat on the cake or cupcake in this case. And then you would put it in the fridge and let it set. So then when you go to ice it again, it's a lot easier to ice and you're not gonna have crumbs in your icing. Which is basically what I'm doing now because I probably will put it in the fridge while I get the other stuff ready. Just like that, see? You can still see some of the crumbs through the cake, but for the most part, they're all gonna be sealed now once the icing solidifies. I'm just gonna smooth this out a bit. Okay, so now I'm just gonna place this in the fridge while I get the other ingredients ready. Now we're gonna go ahead and just put a bit of icing into each Ziploc bag. I'm gonna figure out what colors I wanna do. So I think I wanna do, I already have yellow made, so I think I'm gonna use some of the yellow that I have left over. I'm gonna do blue. I think I wanna do like a pink. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, yellow, blue, and pink. What do you guys think? Okay, that's what we're doing. You can't tell me what you think. Okay, you guys, as much as I don't want to do this, I think I'm going to have to switch over to my phone, so I will be right back so I can charge my camera. Okay, you guys, the whole setup is so different, but I have the icing, so now we are going to grab the cupcake from out of the fridge. So here we have the cupcake. So as you can see, like, I'm able to touch it without icing coming off on my finger. So I feel like that is a good place to start applying. So I think this part will be fun to watch. So I want to make sure that you guys can see what's going on. So I'm gonna start with, I think, the blue because it's the darkest color. So I feel like that makes the most sense. So we're just gonna cut. I'm not cutting like the amount of air that's in there. I'm probably gonna do like little tiny lines. And then we are just gonna kind of, that's almost too big. We're just gonna start going like this, I guess. I already don't like the size of these ones. Yeah, there we go. That's a better size. Wow, this is so much icing. Like, this is quite the cupcake. Wow. Look at this. That looks insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on this cutting board and probably put it in the fridge. But before we do that, we need to make the eyes. So the way we're gonna do that is with Tootsie Pops. So I went to the dollar store and got some Tootsie Pops. We're gonna use the red ones. And then we are just going to take the wrapping off of them. Have the Tootsie Pops. We are also going to need some fuzzy peaches because that is how the eyes are made. So we're just gonna need 2 of them. Oh, they smell so good. Yum. Okay. And what you want to do is stretch it out a bit. That may have been too much. But we're gonna stretch it out and put it around the Tootsie Pop, like that. What do they do? Okay, so we're gonna stick them in now. Just like that. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Okay. Isn't it so cute? I'm gonna get a close-up for you guys. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. And there's icing everywhere. But I'm gonna get a nice close-up and then we are gonna close this video. Okay
guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun doing this. I definitely think I'm going to do this for a series if you guys are interested. This book is full of cool, like I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of something else. Like these whale cupcakes, like what? But there is so many cool decorating ideas for cupcakes in this book, so I definitely think this is a series I want to start. If you guys want to see this turn into a series, then definitely give this video a like. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and that will notify you every time I upload. We just reached 300 subscribers, which is insane. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing another giveaway very, very soon, so definitely look forward to that. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, to see more content from me. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.